What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What is going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 10, Episode 18. All right, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? Now, if you have not tuned in to the season finale of the scene ATL, please go on and do so at least after this video is over. Okay. And if you haven't seen any of the season, I do have a playlist on my platform of every single episode of the scene ATL, from the meet the cast to the super trailer to the mid-season trailer to all 8 episodes. It's all on my platform. I have a whole playlist of every single episode from the scene ATL, so be sure to tune in to that. I will say that this last episode was a doozy. It was like an hour and 30 minutes long, and it was well worth the watch in my opinion. Okay, so be sure to tune in to that. Give us your your thoughts and things like that. The reunion is coming soon, and I'll be glad when it's coming, and I'll be glad when it's over, so we can move the fuck on. Okay, I feel like this season has drugged for so damn long, and it's over with. And I'm so glad that it is. Let me see what else is going on here. It's 30 of y'all up in here, and I only see pain in the comments. I'm gonna need more than just one person out of 30 to comment up on the video. What else is going on? So I do plan on doing a reaction video today. I want to also get with DJ today and do like an album review. It really just depends on when he gets up, because we were supposed to do it yesterday. That was gonna be my one and only video yesterday, but it didn't happen because I had been asleep most of the day. What else is going on? You know, I see well, I think I don't know what's been going on lately, but my viewership is going back up again. And I am doing a little bit of different things at this particular point. Like, I've been seeing my viewership go back up again, go back in the right direction as it should, because as I told y'all before, I've been having, these last 2-3 months have been a little slow, but it seems like everything is turning around again. I don't know what it is, but it's all turning around, and we're gonna get into some things right now. So we in March, and I told y'all we're gonna get more into the music in March, and we kind of are. I haven't done it as much as I wanted to, but we're going to do that. But we do have a reaction video sometime today. I don't know if it's gonna be in the daytime or the evening time. It really depends on what we got to talk about as far as Yes for the Mess goes. But because y'all know I had to get this review out. Let me see what else is the tea here. I haven't watched T's Love and Marriage Huntsville video yet. Thank God I haven't, because sometimes me and T can pick up on each other's shit sometimes, and I just don't want to pick up on his shit. But you know how that go. But anyway, it's 29 of y'all up in here so far, and I only see 2 people come in. So I need for the whole chat to be lit up with nothing but flames. Y'all do know we get this thing started at the 5-minute mark. So if we got 28 people up in here, we need 28 people putting up the flames in the chat. I need for y'all to do that real quick so we can get this thing started, okay? So let's go ahead and light up this chat, at least until we get to 5 minutes, so we can get this thing started, okay? Let's go ahead. And baby, I am still stuffy. I've been coughing up mucus and shit all morning. Hell, it look like y'all don't want to throw no flames in the chat. I might as well just go on and get this thing started without the flames then. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing going. So we're gonna pick up where we left off with Tisha and Destiny. The whole Tisha and Destiny argument continued on, and I just feel like this entire Taco Tuesday argument is very petty and very childish on Letitia's end. I feel like Letitia does not know how to be a grown woman. I feel like Letitia is childish as hell, and I think a lot of that has to do with her being babied by everybody, from her mama to Kimmy to everybody else, because the way that she was acting, you would not believe that she was a 43-year-old. Ain't no way in hell I'd be acting the way that Tisha acting over somebody else's friendship. I just don't understand how you could feel that strongly about somebody else in their friendship. And Tisha says that Destiny is questioning her feelings. And I'm like, she should question your feelings. You're a grown ass woman acting like a little ass child. Like, you don't see nothing wrong with the way you acting. You don't see nothing wrong with the way you moving. You don't see nothing wrong with the way you spitting it. You don't see nothing wrong with anything that you're doing. And like I said on these last couple of lives that I've done on this show, Tisha really ain't doing shit but reminding me of why I did not like her when I first started reviewing this show. That's all she's doing. And the reason why I did not like her when we first started doing this show is because I feel like she's very immature. And I feel like she doesn't know how to stop, and she doesn't know how to agree to just disagree with certain shit. Like, I don't get why she can't do that. And it's just, to me, it comes across real funny because I'm just sitting up here and I'm just like, girl, why are we even doing this? Like, why are you acting up about Destiny being cool with Nell? If you already knew that Destiny was cool with Nell. So because you got your own issues with Nell, you feel like Destiny is supposed to turn her back on Nell because you don't like Nell. That's not the way it goes, and that's not the way the world turns. Don't nobody got to have a problem with somebody just because you got a damn problem with them. Because I'm pretty sure that if Destiny had a problem with Kimmy, you wouldn't stop fucking with Kimmy. Why? Because that's your sister-in-law. So therefore, you need to treat people the way that you want to be treated. If you know you're not gonna stop fucking with a person just because your friend don't fuck with them, then you need to have that same energy. I don't even understand what the fuck Destiny did that was so wrong. And so when Kimmy was like, well, and Kimmy got on my nerves too, because it just felt like she was being completely biased. She wasn't trying to see it from both sides of the fence at all. She was just on Tisha's side and just pretty much letting it be clear that I'm over here with Tisha and I'm gonna rock with her on anything that she do. So Kimmy was like, well, what she's feeling like is that you're questioning her feelings, but you told Tisha that she was wrong for the way that she was reacting to things. But did you tell Nell that she was wrong for the way that she was reacting to things? And Destiny said, I did tell Nell that she was wrong. And that still wasn't good enough. I'm guessing you got to go and see if Destiny told Nell if she was wrong or not. I guess that would make you feel better if you was there to see it for you with your own two eyes. But even if you did see it with your own two eyes, I don't even think that would even matter to you. I don't even think that you would really care if you did see it with your own two eyes, because you already got your mind made up already. You already got your mind made up. You already know where you're going to go with it. You already know where you stand with it. So it really don't matter, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I really don't know what you want, honestly. And so Tisha was like, well, all I know at this point, I just know that I got boxes to put people in. I just got to put certain people in the box. And so Destiny was like, well, what box do I fit in? And then Tisha was like, in the box of don't trust that hoe. Destiny, if Tisha would have looked in my face and told me that I'm now put in a don't trust that hoe box, I would have left from the table. It ain't nothing else to talk about. It really ain't shit else to talk about at this particular point. It's really nothing else that we can discuss right now. Like, it's nothing else to talk about. It's really nothing else to discuss right now. I don't even see why you still sat there. She don't trust you. What's the point of you being around a person who's let it be known that they don't trust you, mainly because you friends with a person that she don't like, when you've been friends with that person before they even had a spat? I could see if you was going out trying to be friends with Nell, knowing that Tisha don't fuck with her, but Tisha didn't have a problem with Nell. All of y'all were cool at one point in time. So because Tisha decided that she gonna fall out with Nell, that means that you got to make that same decision and fall out with Nell too. That don't make any fucking sense to me. It just don't make no fucking sense to me. And like I said just now, if I was Destiny, I wouldn't have shit else to say to Tisha once she said that shit to me, because there's nothing else to talk about no more. It's nothing else to speak about anymore. What the fuck are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Why do we need to talk at this point? You already let it be known. Like, this whole thing is very junior high. Like, oh, you can't be my friend no more because you friends with her. Like, how old are we again? You don't get to tell nobody who the fuck they can and can't talk to. Destiny is a damn fool to sit there and constantly allow Tisha to play in her face and constantly allow Tisha to sit there and try to dog her the way that she is. Tisha don't deserve no damn loyalty. Tisha don't deserve shit but a slap in the goddamn face because she doing way too much. It just seems like Tisha just want to argue with a bitch. That's all she want to do. Certain people ain't on this show no more, so she felt like she got to step in and be the queen, be in charge of the girls. And even though you arguing with everybody, Tisha, that does not make you make you in charge of the fucking girls in the least bit. It just don't make you in charge of the girls. Please know that it don't make you in charge of the girls at all. It just don't. So then after that, Letitia starts getting emotional. Destiny started getting emotional. And I'm rolling my eyes at both of them because there's nothing to get emotional about. Y'all don't have a decent enough friendship. Y'all don't need to be friends. Destiny, cut your losses. Tisha don't deserve your fucking friendship. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. I don't even know why you sticking around to even have this personal conversation with her. Because at this point, for me, it would be fuck Tisha. So then Destiny revealed that she found 3 of her siblings and she's going to Detroit to go and see them. And so Tisha and Kimmy was like, well, if you need us to hold your hand throughout this whole situation, we can do that. So there's basically a possible Detroit trip. In my opinion, Destiny don't need them holding her hand. They're not really here for her like that. Destiny don't need them to hold her hand and shit. If anything, she could go about herself and let that be her moment. She don't need Tisha and Kimmy to go no goddamn well with her. Because if it was me, neither one of them hoes would be going anywhere with me. And that's just the bottom line. It would be a no for me. If I was sitting at that table, first of all, I never even would have told them that I was going to see my siblings that I just found. Because at this point, they ain't shit to me. They don't need to know anything personal about me no motherfucking way. So therefore, they wouldn't know anything about what I got going on any goddamn way. They wouldn't know shit. Let's be all the way clear. They wouldn't know a motherfucking thing about me. Nothing. Because there's nothing for them to know at this point. They wouldn't be knowing shit. Okay? Not nothing, not something, not anything. They wouldn't know shit about what I got going on. As personal as that shit is, they wouldn't know a motherfucking thing. Okay? But let me look at some of the comments real quick before we go into the next scene. It's 65 of you guys up in here. We're halfway to the 100 mark, 100 plus mark. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Sunday morning. Tisha just want to fight with them girls because she can't do that with Marcel. All the women take out their anger that that is really for their husbands. It's so childish for Tisha to think that Destiny would have to choose between her and Nell. I think she was hoping Destiny would cling to her with Mel being gone. And I don't really like to bring that lady that's no longer on the show into any of my reviews or anything dealing with Love and Marriage Huntsville because that lady is no longer on this show. That lady blocked me on Instagram for whatever reason because I don't talk about that lady and her bad singing. So that's why I don't talk about her on my reviews. But since you mentioned her, that kind of is true. I do feel like Tisha really felt like Destiny was supposed to cling on to her because in so many words, if we really want to be real, Destiny kind of clung on to Mel while she was on the damn show because Destiny really didn't show a lot of her life. We didn't know what was going on with Destiny and LeBaron because there was only so much that she could talk about and then she didn't talk about shit. So she had to cling on to Mel in that friendship to keep her screen time going. And Tisha saw that and she thought that Destiny would need her on this show this season. And she don't need her. She don't need her or that fake ass, flimsy ass friendship. Tisha let the alcohol tell the truth every time, and I agree. Right, we would be done. See. Somebody hears what I'm saying. We would be done because there's really no need for us to even continue to have no fucking conversation about a motherfucking thing. Tisha acts like my high school students. Child, I'm telling you. Tisha struggles with self-identity to me. Oh, absolutely. Because she don't have an identity in her fucking marriage. So therefore she's trying to force an identity with these girls. And I'm not here for it. They want a camera time. That's the only reason why they went, honey. They don't give a fuck about Destiny and what she got going on with her siblings and her mama. They just wanted some motherfucking airtime. That's all the fuck they wanted. That is all they wanted in a nutshell. That is all the fuck they wanted. Period. So let's move on to the next. So we're gonna go into Nell. Nell goes to her business establishment and her daughter Kayla is there. Now let me tell y'all, I don't like Kayla. And I'm wrong for not liking her. But the only reason why I don't like Kayla is because she was a part of the people that treated Lexi a certain type of way. Justice for Lexi, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I still fuck with Lexi. Like, Lexi came on my platform. We talked about our experiences as the black sheeps of our families and things like that. So I was here for it. You know, I'm here for somebody who thinks the same way that I do and feels the same way that I do when it comes down to family and being a black sheep and all of that other good shit. Like, I definitely feel her and understand. But that's the only reason why I don't like Kayla, because I thought that she was the main one poking the bear in that particular situation. But that ain't right. Kayla ain't did nothing to me or nobody else, child. But anyway, they there, and Kayla is acting as the program director. And Nell says that when everything goes awry, when everything goes wrong, with anything that happens, Kayla is her rock with this whole little situation that she has going on. And she's dependent on her for everything. So Nell is sitting there talking to Kayla, and she says that she is angry at Chris. She's very frustrated at him because he is so laid back about everything that happens with him losing his license. He's not really showing no emotion. He's not really acting like he cares about what went down with that. And what I don't get with Nell is, what are you expecting Chris to do? Like, are you expecting him to cry? Are you expecting him to scream and yell himself into a stroke like you do? Like, is that what you want from him? Because I don't understand what it is that you need from him. Like, I think he's already shown that he's feeling a way about losing his license, but what else can he do about that? And it's a lot that I'm sitting up here, defending this man and shit like that, because Chris can give bitch ass tendencies at times. Like, he definitely can. But I'm just trying to understand, what in the hell are you expecting him to do? Like, he's so laid back. Well, sometimes I can be laid back about things too. And what I mean by that is this. I just feel as though I don't know. I just feel like when it comes down to it, I just feel like I just think that people like Chris gets a bad rep at times because of the way they react to things. And I just feel like when it's something that you can't necessarily control, it's just what it is. This is something that I can't control. So why am I doing the most? Why am I screaming and yelling? Why am I hollering about it? Why am I doing everything that under the sun to stress myself out about this situation? You know what I mean? And I just feel like when it comes down to Nell, she just doesn't know how to be supportive to people. All she knows how to do is yell, scream, beat me up when I'm down. That's all she knows how to do. She's not a good communicator. She's not someone that can see the errors of her wrongdoings at times. Like, she always tends to find the wrong in every little thing that goes down. And my thing is, the man is already down. He don't need you to beat him the fuck up. He already a dead horse, and you beating him. You're beating him bloody. And my thing is, you're wrong for that, Nell. You wrong for that. Do you not understand what he already got going on in his head? He had lost his license. That's a big chunk of money that goes into your household that he's trying to focus on and figure out how can he make that up. Like, we know how you feel about it, so it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I just think, and I'm probably more so on Chris's side on this situation, is because of the fact that I can be calm under pressure at times. Sometimes when I'm the most stressed, I really don't have a reaction. I just deal with it the best way I know how. I'm kind of cool on it. Like, it's just like, I really don't have the time to stress myself out more than I already do. And then there are times where I can be completely stressed out and it shows, and I can take it out on other people, which is not right. I do that at times, but it's not right. But all in all, that's what happens. But I just feel like Nell be doing too much. Then she says that Lance is a disappointment because with everything that she do for Lance, he never shows up for her when she needs him. And my thing is, when it comes down to that, you are doing way too much for Lance anyway. I'm not saying that you should stop doing for your kids, despite what age they turn into. I'm not saying that you need to stop doing for your children, but you do a whole lot for Lance. Way too much for Lance. To the point to where you want to go and stay at his house for a week as he takes care of his child. And I just feel like, no. In order for you to get what you want from Lance, you might need to set boundaries. You may need to tell him, listen, I think that you don't do enough when it comes down to me. I feel like when it comes down to me, you expect me to be there for you, but you don't necessarily be there for me. And that's just a little bit too much for me. You're not there. You know what I mean? Like you're not necessarily there for me the way that I need you to be. And it's a part of me that feels where she's coming from. Like it is a part of me that kind of feel her on that. But I feel like you do way too much for Lance. I feel like you do more for Lance than you do for all the rest of your kids, to be quite honest. I think you do too much for him. And he knows that he can always lean on you for that particular help. He knows that he can lean on you. He knows that he can come to you for whatever he need to come to you for, and he can go on about his fucking business. He knows that because you gave him the green light to do that. You know that. So I don't even understand why we acting like we don't get it. I don't understand why we acting like we don't see it. I don't understand why we acting like we don't get it. A lot of this is you're a part of a lot of the problems that goes on in your family. Like you are a part of the problem. And then when things don't go your way, you like to throw what you did for somebody in their face as if that's going to make them do anything that you need for them to do. Just because you're throwing it in my face ain't going to make me move the way that you want me to move. It's just not. It ain't, and that's just something that you got to do with. You know what I'm saying? So let me look at some of these comments before we move on to the next scene. So it says, "How about Nell let him be himself? Knowing your partner. It's about knowing your partner. Why does he have to show emotion like she does?" I agree. I wonder if it's a deeper reason as to why they help Lance so much. Absolutely, Nell needs to say no. She's doing way too much for Lance, in my opinion, too. He keep having babies, and she is enabling that. Nell resents Chris from his past actions, but don't want to leave because it will prove people right. Nell, I need her to leave the show for now. I can completely relate to Chris as far as his reaction. Most people are calm under pressure and stressed, and others internalize their thoughts and feelings. As a wife, it is overwhelming when your husband seems nonchalant. She's looking for an emotional concern reaction. Nell is upset that Chris potentially, allegedly, financial infidelity, or did he do something she as his wife wasn't aware of? She probably spends more than him. Okay, so let's go on and get into the next scene. We're back into the hundreds, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. So we get into Trish and Destiny. Destiny goes over to see Trish, and then Destiny recaps what happened at Taco Tuesday, and she also feels ganged up by Kimmy and Tisha. Now Trish, with her slow ass, she talking about she don't think that Kimmy and Tisha could have been ganging up on Destiny. But that's all that Kimmy and Tisha do is gang up on people. They ganged up on Nell, now they're ganging up on Destiny. Because Tisha wants to be in charge. And the only way that she can be in charge of anything is if she sicks Kimmy on people and things like that. Like that's the same thing she did with Kiki. When her and Kimmy were having issues, what she did was she went and got Kiki and sicked her on Kimmy because she was having issues with her. Or she goes and sicks Mama Miss Wanda on people when she's feeling some type of way about them. Like that's literally what she does. That's what she does. And she was ganged up on by Kimmy and Tisha. Like for real, because I was getting irritated by even sitting here watching this shit. Like whatever. Like like I was irritated by them like so much because it's like y'all are doing way too much. And the fact that Kimmy is even over here like giving Tisha the leeway to really go at Destiny the way that she is really baffling to me. And it's so crazy to me that they're even doing that. And it's so wrong of them to even do that as well. Like, I don't even see why the fuck y'all doing that. Like, why y'all going in on that girl like that? Because Tisha wants to be a baby about everything. But whatever. So she reveals that she's going to meet her siblings. And she said that, you know, basically saying that that's how the conversation ended, was with her telling them that she was going to meet her siblings in Detroit. And then she was like, well, are they going with you? And then she said, well, they kind of invited themselves on the trip. And I just feel like, Destiny, if you didn't want them hoes to go with you, all you could have said was that I don't want y'all hoes to go nowhere with me. I don't want y'all to go on this trip with me. I don't need y'all going on this trip with me. I don't want y'all going on this trip with me because y'all don't do right. y'all ain't really seeing it for me like that. Y'all don't really care about me like that. Y'all just sit up here and try to make it seem like I'm choosing sides and I'm not being a good friend and I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. So why would I want y'all to go? And that's really how I feel about it. Why would I want y'all to go on this trip? You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I just feel like that's just the basis of it. Like, you shouldn't even want them to go with you anywhere. Let me see. She asked her about Ken, and that is when Tisha says that they're going through a rough patch, but they've been going through rough patches this entire time. That's basically what she was saying. Like, they were going through rough patches this entire time of this season or whatever. And Destiny says that she's confused about she's really confused about where Trish and Ken stand at this point. I think we're all confused about where they stand because one minute they're good and then the next minute they're not. I feel like Trish is kind of delusional, and I feel like Ken is a pussy ass nigga, in my opinion, because he don't really stand up for himself. All he do is scream and yell, and Trish just sit there and look at him with a smile on her face. That's all they do. I really don't know what they got going on or what they doing, but they need to figure that out. Let me look at some of y'all comments. So Destiny is honestly, show or no show, why would the women who double team even seem genuine enough to care? I agree. Um, Tisha is a shit starter and Kimmy is a follower. Shake my head, so sad. Agreed. Kimmy is really disappointing. I really liked her in the past, but now not so much. I agree, because Kimmy used to be my favorite. I don't know what the fuck happened. So was the rough patches before or after all the TikTok videos? LOL. That's what I'm saying. Trish is very fucking confusing. She's very confusing. She's very confusing. Ken can't get over the fact that Trish can't isn't can't get over the fact that he chases harder. Yep. He chases harder than she does. And I think that's a part of his issue. Because she's not doing what he do. Moving on, let's continue. So Letitia, Marceau, Kimmy, and Maurice. Tisha was talking about her broker license and how she started this company and how she did not ask Kimmy to work with her because Kimmy was doing some shit, was working on some stuff, and you know, she felt like Kimmy just didn't want to work with her. I don't want to work with you either. Then on the other side, Kimmy tells Maurice what happened at Taco Tuesday. She feels as Destiny was very defensive, as if she didn't have a right to be. Both of y'all were attacking her at the same time about some bullshit that really ain't that deep. Y'all attacking me about my friendship with Nell. Y'all attacking me because y'all feel like I need to just be shitting on Nell just to stay friends with y'all, and that's not the way life goes. Like, I don't know who the fuck y'all supposed to be, who the fuck y'all think y'all are, but that's just not the way life is. Like, yeah, she got every right to be defensive. If I was her, I would have been defensive as well. Like, what are you talking about? Tisha tells Marceau that Destiny felt ganged up on. And it's not that she felt ganged up on. She was ganged up on. The fuck? Marceau, Tisha says that no, Kimmy says that she doesn't have a problem with Tisha feeling the way that she does about Destiny. You just said that as an adult, nobody should tell nobody who they can and can't talk to, but in this particular moment, you kind of understand, or you're not really mad at how Tisha feels about Destiny. Is it because you both feel some type of way about Nell? Is that the reason why you don't give a fuck about Tisha and her childish ass antics? Okay, Kimmy, we see how you go, child. Tisha says that she doesn't like feeling this way about Destiny, but then Marceau says that people just are who they are, just like Tisha is who Tisha is, a childish ass bitch. That's what she is, and I'm over her shit. I'm over Tisha and her bullshit. She's been showing out this season, been doing the absolute most, like for real. And like I said, it goes right back to why I did not like her from the jump. It goes right back to that. It's like going right on back to season 2 when I first started reviewing this show. This is why I didn't like you back then. Let me see. So then Kimmy tells Maurice about Destiny finding her siblings. And then Marceau doesn't understand why Tisha would want to go. That's my whole thing. If you just said you done put this girl in a don't trust that whole box, why would you want to go to Michigan with her to go find her siblings? Why would you want to go? Why would you need to be there if you don't trust her? Make that make sense. Let me see. Maurice doesn't mind going to Michigan with them. Whatever. Moving on. The next scene, Marceau and Maurice, they come over to their brother Micah's house. Micah is taking a bar. They're very excited for him, I guess. But then Maurice says that he's not doing construction again. And Maurice says that Kimmy wants him to quit. I don't think that Kimmy wants him to quit his job. I think that Kimmy wants him to be more manly. She wants him to do more around the house. She likes to see a man in a tool belt fixing on shit, getting the house together like a man would. That's what she wants to see. And to be honest, I'm not really mad at that. I'm not necessarily mad at the notion of Kimmy getting turned the fuck on by her man working on the house or doing this or doing that. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And him being a bitch is not a turn on for her. I think that's what it is. Let me see. So Marceau says that Kimmy wants to see Maurice doing work. I agree with that. Then they start talking about the Michigan trip and how they all intend on going on the Michigan trip. And Marceau didn't know if he was going or not. He was waiting to see what him and Kimmy was going to do and shit like that. So everybody's going to Michigan. So then they make this a whole Michigan trip. A whole Michigan trip about Destiny finding her family. This should have been a moment for Destiny and Destiny only. In my opinion. That's all I'm saying. Trish and Ken. Ken says that he's in love with Trish, but Ken feels like Trish is projecting old feelings about Marquez onto him. I agree. While Ken is foolish, I do believe that Trisha is giving him the raw deal because she still ain't over her marriage to Marquez. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think that has a whole lot to do with everything that is going on. I really feel as though I really do feel like she do project a lot on Ken, and Ken takes it. And you stupid for taking it. I just want you to know that you stupid for taking it. But he takes everything that she gives to him, and that's not cool. Like, why are you accepting that? You shouldn't even be accepting this shit from this girl at all. You shouldn't, but you do. Let's see what else is going on here. So, Trisha says that she doesn't agree, but I do. Ken says that he hasn't really talked to Trish in 3 months. And then Trisha says that Ken has insecurities. I believe that Ken do got insecurities. I don't think she lying about that. I definitely believe that he got some insecurities about himself. I do, because of the way you act. And then Ken says that Trish is a compulsive liar, and all she ever does is take out any moment she can to throw him under the bus. If you really want me to be real with y'all, I think that both Ken and Trish contributes to the issues that they have in this whole relationship. I think that Ken is rushing to be somebody's husband and father. I think that he's over presenting himself to her. I think that Trish is not being honest about wanting to get married, because I don't believe that she wants to get married in the Man in the Moon. And I just think that Trish doesn't want what Ken wants, and they're not on the same page. And that's just really what it is, y'all. To be quite honest, this episode really wasn't all that. I really didn't care about it too much. It really was a bunch of bullshit, and it's time to really, I don't know what it is, but that other lady not on this show, and that's really amazing for me. But I do think that some more of these people need to go, and we need new faces, because I'm tired of seeing Letitia and Marceau. I'm tired of seeing Kimmy and Maurice. Chris and Nell are okay. And I'm slick sick of seeing Trish and Ken at this point. I think I need something else. Destiny is fine. Destiny can stay. She's not really irritating me, and I'm loving this new story that she's presenting to us. We're seeing something else about her. It's more vulnerable, it's more respected, and I can take that. But these other girls got to go. I'm sick of them. But anyway, you guys, with that being said, be sure to go and pick up my book, That's Why You're Lonely. It is now available on Amazon and Kindle Books, so make sure you guys go and pick that up. With that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
That 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catching face shots, fire catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact, a bitch, I'm the reason, when it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
These bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up. Don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho. Don't ever, ever, ever play us. This the real hustle. We make the money, don't make it make us. What we doing? They ain't bout shit. Talking out they neck. What we doing? Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast. Fucking with the best. Get money on the east. Plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run this out. Bitch, we outside. What you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you?